So this Zoom graduation will be recorded and we'll send a link. We'll send a link to you afterwards. So you're all muted for now, and please make sure that you continue to stay muted unless you are a speaker. And when it's your turn to speak, please unmute yourself and then mute yourself again when you are finished speaking. In the end, everyone will be able to unmute themselves to chat and to celebrate. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to you, our LL.M graduates, your family and friends, and to the Berkeley Law faculty and staff and our LL.M students. Graduates, we know how hard you've worked to achieve your success, and we celebrate your achievements. But we also know how much support you've received from your loved ones, those that are with you today and those who cannot be here. And we congratulate them also. If everything is safe and back to normal next summer, you are all invited to come back and participate in the commencement ceremony in July 2022. Next, I would like to introduce our honored speaker, Dean Erwin Chemerinsky. Erwin Chemerinsky became the 13th Dean of Berkeley Law on July 1st, 2017. Prior to assuming this position, from 2008 to 2017, he was the founding dean and distinguished professor of law at the University of California, Irvine School of Law. Before that, he was a professor at Duke University and at the University of Southern California Law Schools. He is the author of 11 books, including leading case books and treatises about constitutional law, criminal procedure, and federal jurisdiction. He frequently argues appellate cases, including in the United States Supreme Court. In 2016, he was named a Fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. In January 2017, National Jurist magazine again named Dean Chemerinsky as the most influential person in legal education in the United States. Please welcome Dean Chemerinsky.
Just need to turn off. Thank you, Dean Whitman. Thank you so much for that incredibly kind introduction. Congratulations, Executive Track LL.M class of 2021. I know that the last 18 months have not been what any of us could have planned for, but I thank you for your unfailing understanding and patience. You have obtained your degree in the midst of the worst pandemic and public health crisis in over a century. The challenges you have faced have been enormous, but you have overcome them to reach this milestone. Your perseverance and hard work bode well for your enormous success as lawyers. I hope throughout your career, you will continue to make a difference. I know that this is what commencement speakers and deans at commencement always say. But to be honest, it feels different today. My sense is that now, more than ever, this country and the world are going to need lawyers to uphold the rule of law and to ensure justice. In so many countries across the world, we see rulers bent on taking away freedoms and who are undermining the rule of law. In the last year, the United States has faced the greatest threat to democratic rule in its history. The guardrails of democracy held, but just barely. Over and again, we always hear that people should do something about an injustice. Now you, with your law degrees and your LLM degrees, are the ones who can do something. I realize that it's a time when many feel discouraged about our political system and about the chances for progress. But a look at the sweep of world history and American history show enormous gains over time in freedom and equality. Pick just a single example. It's just a few years ago that finally gays and lesbians were accorded marriage equality in the United States and also in many countries around the world. That occurred because of the efforts of courageous and creative lawyers. I believe overall, the future will bring more freedom and more equality for more people here and abroad. But it may be slower in coming than any of us want. The late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said it best when he remarked that the arc of the moral universe is long and it bends towards justice. But these advances will not happen by themselves. Restrictions on freedom and equality for those vulnerable among us must be fought against and fought against hard. Advances in freedom and equality will require even greater battles. You, as lawyers, are essential to making this happen. As lawyers, you have the chance for tremendous power. Take away lies or to save them, to protect freedom or to compromise it, to protect our environment or to aid in defiling it, to help companies do good things or to help them do bad things. Your law school education and your time here at Berkeley Law is focused so much on teaching you to think and to contemplate. But most of all today, graduates, I want to ask you to care about the consequences and effects of what you do on people's lives and on society. With your law degrees, you have the chance to make an enormous difference in people's lives, in your countries, in the world. Having that ability means that you have that duty as lawyers. Please do not squander it. Don't make excuses for yourself for failing to use your talents and energies to make this a better world. I hope that you have had a wonderful experience at Berkeley Law, despite all of the difficult circumstances. I hope you leave with fond feelings for this very special law school. And I hope you will be involved with Berkeley Law in the months and the years ahead. I know that I speak for all of the faculty who have taught you when I say we expect great things from you, the LL.M. class of 2021. Your time here at Berkeley Law is now done. Go forth and make us proud.
Thank you, Dean Chemerinsky. Every year, the graduating class selects a faculty member to be faculty speaker. This year, they chose Professor Bill Fernholz. Bill Fernholz, also known as Professor Bill, or simply Bill, has taught at Berkeley Law for 20 years. Bill has taught fundamentals of U.S. law, the introductory substantive law course for LLMs, for more than a decade. In that time, he has been the first professor for more than 1,000 LL.M. students. His life mission is to introduce talented international lawyers to the success and failures of the American system of governance and the common law method of case analysis. Bill has educated a generation of domestic JD students, too, on how to brief and argue appellate cases. He has also taught social justice courses, such as employment discrimination and civil rights litigation. He supervised the competitions program at Berkeley Law until 2018. Before teaching at Berkeley Law, Bill practiced civil rights and poverty law at several Bay Area law firms and nonprofits. Bill is a proud 1993 graduate of Berkeley Law where he served as senior executive editor of the California Law Review. Please welcome Professor Bill.
Good morning, everybody. It is so good to see all of you. I mean, it's really good to see you. And I feel like I should just start talking about Marbury versus Madison. We could just do the whole thing all over again. But that would be great for me, but probably wouldn't be great for you. Look, I've got 5 minutes and I've got 3 points to make, because if you're a lawyer, there's always exactly 3 points to make. There's never more than that. And the first point and the third point are very traditional with regard to graduation. But in the middle, I'm going to explain the meaning of life to you. And that's going to take about 3 minutes or so. Okay, just so you know what we're going to do. So first of all, I want you to know that we here at Berkeley Law are going to miss you. This is a very, very happy occasion for you, but it's tinged with sadness for me and for the staff and faculty at Berkeley Law, because we've gotten to know you and now you're leaving. So here's what I want you to do. Will you please keep in touch with us? I'd really appreciate it if from time to time you would just send me an email letting me know how things are going on in your life, and do the same for the other people that are here and contributed something to your own advancement in education. Okay, so that was number one. Number two, meaning of life. Look, it's a silly question, what is the meaning of life? Because you can't answer that. But what I think you can answer is, what is the meaning of your life at this moment in this particular situation? Now that's something answerable, and I think that's something that you can answer for yourself. And this is a good time to do it, right? Because life is making a kind of transition. So I want to give you some advice about that. I want you to think about what's valuable to you. Forget society, all the rest. What's valuable to you? And then also think, how can you put yourself in a position where you are the only person who is able to do that valuable work? Now note, I didn't say best person. Best is aiming too high. Only actually is aiming a little bit lower, and it's something that every ordinary person can do. So just to give you an example, I'm not the best father in the city of Berkeley, clearly not. But I'm the only father who can be valuable to my children. You see? So I can get meaning from that, from being a father to my child, to my children. I think it's the same in a profession. So what is going to be valuable in your profession, and how can you be the only person who can do that valuable service? Now, what does it mean to be the only person? Maybe your client only trusts you and doesn't trust other attorneys. Maybe over the course of your career, you've built up a network of individuals, and those relationships are relationships that only you can have and only you can maintain. Maybe you are so committed to whatever issue it is or whatever case you're doing that you are the only person who is willing to put in the extra time to really represent your client to the best of your ability and to the best they can get. If you have that combination of doing something valuable and being the only person who can do that valuable work, I guarantee that what you're doing is going to be meaningful. Now, all of you are going to go on to massively successful careers, just no doubt about it. But I also want those careers to be meaningful. So I hope you will reflect on those words. Okay, that was meaning of life, 3 minutes. Let's go on to the final point, which is congratulations. I am so, so proud of you. Everybody here at Berkeley Law is so proud of what you've done. And we realize how hard it is. It was going to be hard no matter what, but it was especially hard given what was going on in the world with the pandemic and everything else at the time that you were here at Berkeley Law. So we are massively proud of you. And I really look forward to hearing about your extraordinary lives moving forward. Thank you so much, class of 2021. Go on, do great things.
Thank you, Professor Fernholz. Now we turn to the student speaker, Anais Jansen Fernandez. Anais Jansen Fernandez was born in Venezuela and is grateful for the opportunity her parents gave her to live and study in the Netherlands. Currently, she is the head of legal at Streamline Media Group, an international video games company that has taken her to the US and Malaysia. She applied to Berkeley wanting to leave a legacy for her children. She wants to inspire them, her team, family, and everyone around her to never give up and keep learning and improving themselves despite adverse circumstances. Anais will start taking 9 credits at UC Hastings in January 2022 and will take the California bar exam in February 2023. Please welcome Anais.
Thank you. It's truly an honor to be here. I'm so nervous, but I'm very excited to see all these many faces on the screen. I'm very, very happy that I'm here as a class speaker. Class, congratulations. We made it. We made it. First of all, I would like to express gratitude to all the people that supported us in this journey. The admissions office, first of all, thank you for giving us a chance. Professors, Professor Bill, thank you for sharing your invaluable knowledge. Advisors, thank you for guiding us through. Friends and family, thank you for always believing in us. Colleagues, thank you for taking over the extra load while we were gone. And fellow students, thank you for your passion, your commitment, and for being a friend to lean on. I certainly have a lot of friends. Fellow grads, when I think of our class, 2 words come to mind: courage and perseverance. The poem Try, Try Again by William J. Bennett reflects what we have gone through this year. Try, try again, then your courage should appear. For if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear. We conquered, and we did because we're determined. And we have an ability to thrive despite volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity, and adversity. Some of us struggled with health issues. Some of us couldn't make it to the US to attend classes in person. And some of us had panic attacks before, during, or after an exam. I certainly did. Overall, we had to juggle between being a professional, a student, and a human being. But we made it. We're here. We are from different backgrounds, but we're united in the pursuit of one common goal: to be better lawyers. Actually, I think to be the best lawyers. And I would encourage each one of us to let that be our mission statement. I am here to be the best lawyer. Now it's time to prepare for what's next. Whether it is your first job, a new venture, a promotion, we got this. This LL.M program has given us all the tools we need to keep conquering. We have made Berkeley proud, our family and friends, and ourselves. But remember, this is not the final destination. This is just a layover to a bright future, a future filled with endless opportunities. Class of 2021, congratulations again. Cheers.
Thank you, Anais. We now turn to the presentation of awards for Best Written Memoranda. Please welcome Rachel Zura, the Director of LL.M Professional Development, who will announce the recipients of these student awards.
Greetings and congratulations to all of our graduating students. you and your loved ones are rightfully very proud of this incredible accomplishment, and it has been a privilege to work with you and get to know you throughout this year. I'm here in this moment on behalf of the Legal Research and Writing faculty to present a select group of graduating students with the award of Best Written Legal Memorandum. Legal research and writing at Berkeley Law is intense. We demand a great deal of effort from the students who improve their common law reasoning and analysis and build their skills in written and oral communication throughout the course. As their final assignment, all LL.M students write a 15 to 20 page memorandum. This is a very demanding task, requiring students to perform legal research to find the most relevant cases, interpret a complicated statutory scheme, perform analogical reasoning using case precedent, and organize their writing in, above all, a cohesive manner. Students must master the intricacies of US legal writing conventions, which can be quite strange coming from a different legal system, as I am sure many of you are now keenly aware. Students also must demonstrate an effective writing style with clarity, concision, and proper use of writing mechanics. I will now announce the awards as determined by the professors of their sections, and the professors have asked me to say that these were very difficult decisions, as many of our students did a really outstanding job. The awards for Best Legal Memorandum go to Michael Atakora, Joshua Lai, and Jessamine Wheeligan. Congratulations, all of you.
We now turn to recognize students who have earned certificates of specialization. Berkeley Law recognizes that many students come here to gain expertise in a specific area of law, and we recognize their focus and dedication through these certificates. This certificate allows students to prepare for or deepen their professional practice as legal advisors to businesses, business-oriented NGOs, and to government entities. The following students have developed a background in fundamental areas of business law and have demonstrated a breadth of knowledge, deep expertise, and a foundation for professional practice. These students received the certificate in law and business. Next, we honor the recipients of the Law and Technology Certificate. This certificate allows students to prepare for or deepen their professional practice at the intersection of law and technology, affording students substantial flexibility to adapt their course of study toward a range of career paths. The following students have demonstrated successful completion of a course of study in intellectual property law, privacy law, and other technology-related areas of law. These students received the certificate in law and technology.
We move now to the conferring of the degree of Masters of Law on our 44 candidates. This moment culminates intellectually rigorous study of the students who are with us today. We look forward to the amazing things that these graduates will accomplish in their legal careers, and we are so proud to call you graduates.
I now proudly present each of our graduates who have given permission for us to include them in this graduation ceremony. Donica Absalom. Michael Atakora. Isa Avasenia. John Bender. Jorge Candelaria Serrano. Rio Fafen Sitaswara. Gabriel D. Julia Domilovskaya. Gunnar Otley Gunnarsson. Wilfred Ho. Anais Jansen Fernandez. Shabna Hashim. Bonnie Jian. Eric Louis Jokul. He Zhang Kim. Joshua Lai. Chloe J. Lee. Ji Hyun Lee. Zion Samuel Lee. Grace V. Lusantos. Valentino Lucini. Joanna Mikalik. Remelisa Alfalor Moralida. Yangwoo O. Rita Poalat. Ankita Rawat. Anili Hosha. Ignacio Rios. Anna Rolevitz Orpashevska. Naeem Salame. Aloysius Tan. Jessamine Oiligan. Mariko Watanabe. Nanor Huang. Anthony Charlemagne C. Yu. Sming Yu. Huang Zhang. Lucas Buckley. Byung-Kun Choi. Morgane Fornell. Elon Ganuler. Alina Marks. Nicholas Perry, and Yali Ariel Young.
Esteemed Berkeley Law LL.M. candidates, by virtue of the authority that is vested in me by the President of the University of California and the Chancellor of the Berkeley campus, I confer upon you the degree Master of Laws, and with it all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Everyone can unmute themselves and cheer.
Yay!
Yay!
We're very proud of you. And I know your parents and spouses and partners and children and friends and all your other relatives are so proud of you too.
And it's so much fun for us to see them here celebrating with you. Yay! I can't believe you're all graduating. It's been really a pleasure to work with you guys. You've been a great group of students and you've accomplished so much during an absolutely wild year. So be really proud of yourselves.
And please keep in touch. We have many ways where you can, if you want contribute, help recruit the new generation. And anytime you're in Berkeley, please come back, let us know, visit. We would really love to see you again, or for some of you, for the first time in Berkeley.
I saw Sonia.
You saw her?
Well, like they didn't have a video, but it said that they were there, that she was there.
And please continue to let us know what you're up to. We always love to hear about what's going on with your careers and the exciting things that you're doing. And yeah, let us know. Let us know.
It was great seeing all of you. I'm going to start my day with a smile on my face. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you today.
Thank you,
Bye-bye,
Bill.
everybody.
Bye, Bill.
Bye, Bill. Bye, everybody. Thank you.